Nobody in that gymnasium understood it at first. One moment, Officer Mark was smiling in front of hundreds of kids, and the next, his highly trained German shepherd suddenly froze, staring at the mural above the exit like it wasn't just a painting, but a threat. And then he did the unthinkable. Rex, the calmest and most disciplined K-9 in the entire department, launched himself at the wall with a violent force that sent screams echoing across the gym. He tore into the canvas like something alive was hidden behind it. Teachers panicked. Students scrambled back. Mark shouted Rex's name, but the dog didn't hear anything. He was locked onto something only he could sense. And when the painting finally fell to the ground, everyone in that room realized the same terrifying truth. Rex hadn't gone rogue. He had just uncovered a secret the school was never supposed to reveal. Jefferson Middle School was buzzing that morning. It was supposed to be routine, a friendly visit from the K-9 unit. Just a simple demonstration for the kids. A bit of fun, a bit of education, a way to show the community that the police weren't just sirens and uniforms. Officer Mark had done this countless times, and Rex had become a local favorite. Strong, obedient, gentle with kids, but deadly serious when it came to work. Inside the gym, students sat cross-legged on the polished floor, whispering excitedly to each other. Teachers stood along the walls, arms folded, smiling politely. The air buzzed with harmless excitement. Mark gave Rex the first command. The dog obeyed instantly. Sit, stay, heel, search. Rex performed every demonstration perfectly. The kids clapped and laughed as he trotted back, tail wagging proudly. Everything felt normal until it didn't. Right after the applause faded, Rex stopped moving. Not slowly, not casually. He froze, like something in the air had changed. His tail lowered. His ears shot forward. His breathing grew heavier and sharper, the way it did during real missions. Mark noticed immediately. This wasn't misbehavior. This was detection mode. Rex, return, he commanded quietly. But Rex didn't even blink. Instead, he turned his head toward the mural near the exit. A faded painting of kids reading under a tree, a harmless decoration everyone had walked past for years. Rex took one step toward it, then another. His muscles tightened. A deep growl rolled from his chest. The entire gym fell silent. Is something wrong? A teacher whispered. Mark didn't answer. He knew this posture too well. Rex only moved like this when he detected explosives, or chemicals, or danger he couldn't ignore. Rex, stay. Mark tried again, but it was too late. Rex bolted. He sprinted across the gym like a bullet, children gasping as the massive dog leapt upward and hit the mural with full force. Canvas ripped. Wood cracked. Dust exploded into the air. Stop him, a teacher cried out. But Mark didn't interfere. He knew Rex wasn't acting out. He was working. And the one thing you never do is interrupt a working K-9. Mark ran toward him anyway, heart pounding. He grabbed Rex's harness and tried to pull him back, but then Mark smelled it. That scent. Sharp. Chemical. Acrid. The kind of smell that meant trouble. Explosive residue. The exact scent Rex was trained to detect. Everything changed in that moment. This gym wasn't a classroom anymore. It was a potential crime scene. Behind the shredded mural was something none of them expected. A small wooden panel embedded into the wall. No hinges. No handle. But slightly open. Rex shoved his nose into the gap and growled again. Low, warning, insistent. Mark's stomach dropped. He crouched down, carefully prying the panel open. What he found inside made him stop breathing. A metal box. Old. Rusty. Heavy. And sealed with a strange locking mechanism. A teacher stepped forward, pale and shaking. What is that? Mark didn't know, but he knew it wasn't something the school had put there. He called the station immediately. Within minutes, the students were evacuated. Police cars filled the parking lot, and the bomb squad rushed through the doors with full gear. Rex stayed pressed against the box, guarding it, refusing to move even when Mark tried to pull him away. He had found something important. When the bomb techs opened the box, you could feel the shock flood through the entire gym. Inside were blueprints of the school grounds, decades-old documents marked with intelligence seals, maps of the town with coded markings, encrypted letters on yellowed paper, and a foreign-made handgun wrapped carefully in cloth. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't a forgotten toolbox. This was deliberate. The lead technician lifted one file slowly, a thick folder marked "Classified, do not remove." Teachers covered their mouths. Officers stared in disbelief. Someone had built a secret vault inside the school, and nobody knew. Over the next few days, the school became a media frenzy. Cameras everywhere, reporters shouting questions, parents demanding answers. Inside the building, federal agents, historians, and military archivists worked around the clock. And what they discovered stunned even the most experienced investigators. During the Cold War, Jefferson Middle School's location had been part of a covert communications network. The land had once housed a hidden intelligence outpost. When the outpost shut down, pieces of it remained buried, literally, inside the new school. The wooden panel Rex tore open. It had been a dead-drop location, a secret stash point where operatives left maps, messages, and classified materials for couriers. For decades, the compartment had remained untouched, until a dog smelled chemical residue strong enough to cut through 40 years of dust. Historians called it one of the most unexpected Cold War finds in modern times. The Pentagon called the school principal personally, and parents? They were shocked, but fascinated. The entire town suddenly carried a piece of hidden American history. Rex became a national icon overnight. Television interviews, news headlines, even an offer for a documentary segment. The town council awarded him the K-9 Valor Medal, a rare honor usually reserved for extraordinary service. Kids drew pictures of him. Teachers made posters. He even got his own day named after him in the town calendar. But for Mark, none of that mattered. That night, after the ceremony, he knelt beside Rex, scratched behind his ears, and whispered, "You didn't just find a box today, buddy. You uncovered a story the world forgot." Rex leaned against him, calm, content. But the investigators weren't done, because while going through the documents, they found something chilling. One operative, listed as missing since 1985, had signed one of the documents only hours before his disappearance. Meaning, he didn't vanish because of enemy agents. He vanished inside the building. And when police searched the school again, Rex stopped at the old boiler room door and growled, deeper, longer, more serious than before. Whatever was hidden behind the mural may not have been the only secret buried in that school. The investigation is still ongoing.